Hello music fans, you're watching Death by Unicorn, where we talk about metal, rock, and prog music, and this is New Music's Alive in 2025. I'm going to talk about 3 new releases that came out on July 4th, 2025, and give my quick first impressions of them, and I'll talk about them in my order of preference. And I do this weekly, so if you like metal, rock, and prog music, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay on the loop on when I release new videos. So let's start today with Syncopia and their EP called Phase 2. This is a German progressive metalcore band, and I'm putting this EP in my excellent tier. I never heard any of the music by Syncopia before, other than checking out an early release single from this EP on Bandcamp called Call of the Sea that had great, catchy, clean female vocals on the chorus, intense, harsh vocals during the other sections of the song, great guitar riffs and energy, so that made me check this out. And then the whole EP is excellent. If you're a fan of Red-Handed Denial, Spirit Box, Sordid Pink, and Novelists, or other metalcore bands that are a bit more progressive and genty and technical, but have great, catchy, clean female vocal hooks, definitely check out Phase 2 by Syncopia. Next, I want to talk about We Lost the Sea and their album A Single Flower. This is the 5th album by this Australian band, and it's post-rock, instrumental post-rock with atmospheric sludge metal and post-metal influences. I'm going to put this one in my very good tier. Would probably be in my excellent tier if they had a strong vocalist on the album, as I'm just more of a fan of vocal music over instrumental music. There's some exceptions, exceptional instrumental bands that I really like. But I haven't, I like instrumental post-rock, but it's never been my most favorite thing. But this is an excellent execution of that instrumental post-rock sound, and it's quite metal, not like super brutally heavy metal, but it's got a lot of metal influences in it. I think if you're a fan of Cult of Luna, you'll like this. Not quite as heavy as Cult of Luna, and it is purely instrumental, but it's got some of that vibe to it, that like atmosphere that Cult of Luna has, but also kind of mixed with more instrumental post-rock, like explosions in the sky. This album by We Lost the Sea only has 6 tracks on it, but it's an hour and 10 minutes long, so it's pretty lengthy. And the last track is an over 27-minute epic. And the 4th track is a 13.5-minute epic. So lots of great long tracks on here that really build up. There's, repetition, but it's about kind of getting in a trance and getting in the zone and getting into the vibe and then building up and exploding with energy. So if you like the sounds of that, check out A Single Flower by We Lost the Sea. And last on my list for July 4th that I listened to was For the People by Dropkick Murphys. This one is the 13th album by this American band, and it's Celtic punk rock with folk and hardcore punk influences. And this is a band that I've never done a deep dive on their discography, but I've heard a bunch of their songs in the past, and whenever it's on, I enjoy it. They're a really fun time. They have this Celtic vibe to their punk rock music. They use bagpipes, tin whistles, accordions, etc., stuff like that. Not my usual style, but really fun music to drink to, or just to hang out to. It's just got a fun vibe to it, and they definitely sound like they're Irish with their Celtic vibe, but they're actually an American band. Maybe they're of Irish descent or something. I didn't look into their backstory, but they really have that sound to them. So if that sounds good to you, check out For the People by Dropkick Murphys. It's also, of course, very kind of anti-capitalist and for the working class, and looking out for the little guy. That kind of message to the music is what you'll find here. And that's all I've got for you for today. It was a bit of a lighter release day for me when I was looking at July 4th releases. These are the ones that jumped out. I'm sure there's lots of other great stuff that came out. If you know of anything else that you think I'd like, let me know down in the comments, anything that came out recently, or even if you think I should check out some old stuff. I'm always looking for great new music recommendations. And stay tuned for my next one that I'm going to post in about a week. Although probably actually my next video after this, I still need to do my top albums of the year so far. That'll probably be the next video I'll put up after this, unless I end up putting it up before this. And then in about a week's time, there's some great new albums coming out on July 11th. We've got Born of Osiris, Philosophobia, Sheev, and Floating, all releasing new music. So I'm going to be talking about those, plus maybe I'll hear about some others in between now and then. If you know of anything else that's coming out in the near future, also let me know. And if you listen to any of these ones I talked about today, let me know what you think about them. Do you agree with my takes? Do you disagree? Do you think any of these are better than I think or not so good? And did I inspire you to check any of these out? So stay tuned for next time. Peace out.